Hey, what's up, everyone? Pause for effect. Welcome back to Slot Genius, your go-to channel for everything slots, strategy, and of course, chasing that jackpot dream responsibly. I'm your host, and today, we're diving into one of the most colorful and action-packed games in the slot world right now, Sweet Bonanza 1000. Now, if you're a fan of big multipliers, tumbling reels, and juicy wins, this game is going to be right up your alley. Get ready for a ride that's as sweet as its name, packed with epic payouts, fun features, and tons of excitement. Before we dive deep into strategies and winning tips, let's break down every feature of this game, so you get to know the ins and outs of the mechanics. By the end of this, you'll be ready to play like a pro. Trust me. Now, let's start by looking at the game setup. Sweet Bonanza 1000 is a 6-reel scatter-pay slot game, which is a little different from traditional slot games. What does this mean for you? Well, unlike standard slots that use Paylines, this game uses a cluster pay system. That's right. Matching 8 or more symbols anywhere on the screen will trigger a win. The more symbols you match, the bigger your win. It's all about forming clusters of matching symbols, rather than worrying about those tricky pay lines. Each spin has its own unique thrill, and you get multiple chances to win thanks to the tumbling reels feature. After every win, the winning symbols explode and disappear, and new symbols fall into place to fill the empty spots, which could give you even more chances to win in the same spin. This feature makes the game dynamic and engaging, and it really ramps up the excitement. But there's more. The anti-bet feature is another cool part of this game. You can choose to pay an additional 25% on your total bet to activate this feature, which boosts the chances of triggering free spins. If you're looking for bigger payouts and faster gameplay, this is something you might want to consider. The anti-bet helps increase your chances of hitting those sweet bonus rounds, but be mindful, it also means you're spending a little extra. When playing this game, it's crucial to understand your betting options. You can adjust your bet size on each spin to fit your preferred risk level. Higher bets increase the potential for bigger payouts, but they also come with a higher risk. Choose wisely based on your bankroll and how you feel about the gameplay. Some players prefer to start small and build up their balance, while others like to jump right in with larger stakes for a bigger rush. Before we move on, let me remind you to always gamble responsibly. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but remember, slots are all about fun. Stay within your limits and only bet what you're willing to lose. Always set a budget and stick to it. Alright, now that we've covered the basic setup, let's dive into the game symbols and how they work. Trust me, this is where things start to get juicy. Alright, let's talk about the symbols in Sweet Bonanza 1000. The game symbols are bright, colorful, and full of character. You'll see all kinds of fun, fruit-inspired symbols on the reels. These include bananas, grapes, melons, apples, plums, and watermelon. They're the low-paying symbols, but don't let their humble status fool you. They show up more frequently, and when they do, they'll give you some small, steady wins. But here's where it gets interesting. The high-paying symbols in this game are even juicier, literally. We've got plums, watermelons, and that iconic red heart candy. This red heart candy is the highest paying symbol in the regular game, and it can lead to some very sweet wins if you land a decent cluster. Now, let's talk about the multiplier bombs, which are really where the magic happens. These bombs appear during the free spins round and carry multipliers ranging from 2x to 1000x. That's right, folks, 1000x. And if you're lucky enough to hit a combination of these bombs during a free spin, you could walk away with some truly massive payouts. Imagine a 1000x multiplier on your spin. It's not out of the question. The potential for huge wins is one of the reasons players flock to Sweet Bonanza 1000. But how do these multiplier bombs work? When they land, they stick around on the reels and will multiply your total win for that tumble sequence. They stay in place until the tumble sequence ends, and then they explode and disappear, allowing new symbols to fall into place. It's a super fun and interactive feature that can lead to huge win opportunities, especially if multiple bombs land at once. It's not just about luck. It's about timing and knowing when those bombs can hit to give you the best possible payout. Excitement builds, but it gets even better. During free spins, these bombs become more frequent and higher multipliers appear more often. This is when the game can really deliver some life-changing payouts, and the tumbling reels make it even more exciting. If you manage to fill the screen with these multiplier bombs, you're looking at a seriously juicy win. So, how do you trigger the free spins round? We'll talk about that in the next section, but I wanted to give you a taste of just how much potential Sweet Bonanza 1000 has in store. All right, let's talk about the main event, the free spins round. This is where you'll see the biggest potential wins in Sweet Bonanza 1000. To trigger the free spins, you need to land at least 4 scatter symbols, the lollipops, anywhere on the reels. When you do, you'll be awarded 10 free spins. But here's the exciting part. During the free spins round, multiplier bombs are in full play. These bombs appear more often, and they come with multipliers that can completely change the game. Imagine hitting a few bombs with a 10x multiplier in one spin. It can lead to some absolutely huge payouts. And if you're lucky enough to land 3 or more scatter symbols during free spins, you'll trigger additional spins. That's right. 3 more scatters give you an extra 5 free spins, extending your bonus round and boosting your chances for big wins. Now, remember, there's also the option to buy your way into the free spins round for 100x your bet. This is a feature available to those who want to skip the grind and get straight to the action. If you're feeling lucky, you can buy the bonus round and take your chances at those multipliers. But be careful. The bonus buy feature isn't cheap, and you'll be spending a significant amount of your balance to access it. Always make sure you're comfortable with the potential risk before choosing to buy the bonus round. It's a great feature for players who are ready to jump straight into the action, but make sure you're prepared for the cost. Overall, the free spins round is where the magic happens in Sweet Bonanza 1000. This is the round that offers the biggest potential for huge wins, thanks to the multiplier bombs, additional free spins, and the tumbling reels feature. It's the highlight of the game, and every player looks forward to it. Let's talk about RTP, return to player, and volatility. Sweet Bonanza 1000 has an RTP of around 96.51%, which is relatively standard for modern slots. That means, over the long term, the game is designed to pay back 96.51% of all wagers. However, RTP is just an average. It's not something that guarantees any specific outcome, and in any given session, you may experience both dry spells and big wins. It's important to understand that Sweet Bonanza 1000 is a high volatility slot, which means you're going to experience big swings. There might be times when you don't win anything for a while, but when you do hit, it could be something massive. If you're the type of player who enjoys a steady pace with consistent wins, this game might feel a bit unpredictable for you. But for the risk takers out there, that's where the thrill lies. Just remember to manage your bankroll, and don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Now, when it comes to strategy, I've got a few tips for you. One of the best strategies for Sweet Bonanza 1000 is to control your bet size based on your bankroll and the volatility of the game. If you're playing with smaller bets, you can extend your gameplay and wait for the bonus rounds to trigger naturally. If you want to go all in for a bigger win, turn on the ante-bet and increase your chances of triggering free spins. Another strategy is to take breaks. Since this is a high volatility game, there will be times when the slot feels like it's in a cold streak. That's normal. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes stepping away and coming back with a fresh mindset can make all the difference. Sweet Bonanza 1000 is all about big wins, high risks, and even bigger rewards. But strategy and patience are key to really unlocking its potential. Before we wrap up, I want to share some golden rules for playing slots, especially games like Sweet Bonanza 1000. 1. Always set a budget. Before you start playing, decide how much you're willing to spend. This is crucial. Once you hit that limit, stop playing. It's easy to get carried away, but remember, you're in control. 2. Don't chase your losses. This is one of the most important rules. If you had a losing streak, don't try to win back your losses by increasing your bet. It's a trap that leads to even bigger losses. Trust me, it's better to walk away and come back another day when you're feeling more relaxed. 3. Take breaks. If you've been playing for a while and feel a little frustrated or tired, take a break. A short walk or a few minutes away from the game can refresh you and help you think clearly. 4. Enjoy the experience. Finally, remember that slots are all about fun. If you're not enjoying yourself, it might be time to step back and reset. Play at your own pace and most importantly, have fun. And that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's it for our Sweet Bonanza 1000 breakdown. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and share this with your fellow slot enthusiasts. I'll catch you next time on Slot Genius. Stay lucky and keep spinning.